But you can see we're putting up the next wall right now. As you can see here as well, this wasn't here last week. Really starting to take shape. Yeah, our main problem is this deep well is not good. I'm trying to carve out a sink out of this, so I'm thinking that the basin could be from here. I brought all of my power tools. I'll show you guys all the power tools I've collected. This is the electric water heater from online.
Hey, my name's Tal, and I've been traveling the world for the last 8 years. A little before the global pandemic, I fell in love with a small island in the Philippines. I experienced complete freedom, fell in love with surfing, and had memories to last a lifetime. So much so that I decided to build a house here. So let's build a house in Siargao.
Hollow block central, oh my god.
So to make this one.
The first day they made 300 hollow blocks in one day. This is basically the mold that they make to pour the cement in. And it looks like also we've got our first power inverter electricity supply here. We started one week and a half. Yeah, very fast. You know, they're all stacked up now pretty much in preparation for the walls. And now it's starting to look big. This is an insane amount of progress. I'm super happy. Good morning, my friends, from a windy morning here in Siargao. We're heading back to the lot today. It is Monday. Today's officially another first day of construction, but again, if you watched last week's videos, we established that we're on a little bit of a hiatus because it's a Filipino holiday now. So Monday and Tuesday we're off work. They're doing some minimal work with the deep well. We've had some advancements and some problems, some setbacks, but also some cool little updates. So let's walk over to the lot and I'll show you guys what we're up to. Morning, Piggy. All right, we're here. So as I mentioned, it's typhoon season out here in the Philippines. We're actually in this part of the Philippines, in Siargao. So we're dealing with a lot of heavy rains and stuff. Actually, I just heard a plane flying over, which is really weird because you never really hear planes flying over in Siargao. But here we go. Here's the lot. Here's the update for Monday morning. Things have been setting. We sort of paused progress on our doorway because basically last week we established we were gonna find the dimensions that we need for this glass sliding door, and it looks like they built into it a little bit more. Just I think they forgot. They were sort of rushing because we're doing this project quickly. So I told them to pause on the door for now because we're still trying to figure out the exact dimensions of this glass sliding door that we're going to use here. But you can see they're putting up the extra hollow block here for the other parts of the wall, which is coming out very nicely. As well, septic tank still perfectly fitted. And the one problem for this week that we're going to need to find a solution to, which is kind of a major problem, is the deep well. The water's clearing up every time I come here, which is nice, but yeah, our main problem is this deep well is not good. The water quality in here is going to destroy all our fixtures in the house, so it makes for a bit of an issue. As of right now, the construction company, the contractors, told me that they want to dig deeper, which is going to cost more money, which is fine because we're using our budget in a clever way where we can rearrange the budget for certain things to different things, so it's not too big of a deal. But at the moment it looks like we're going to rearrange the budget a little bit to make sure that we can have a proper deep well that works really well. As you can see here as well, this wasn't here last week. They've built in the sort of channel here that's gonna have cement poured in, like more of a structure here. I'm pretty sure, I don't want to speak out of my butt, but I'm pretty sure where more cement is gonna be poured in because all of this flooring will be cement as well. We're making the whole thing out of cement flooring, so you can really see the shape of the house. It's really starting to take shape. I'm gonna get a little bit of distance here so you can see. So as you can see here, really starting to take shape, especially when you stand at a distance. You'll be able to see it. Again, kitchen, indoor area. It's definitely starting to look a little bit bigger now. You know, the first days when we were putting just the walls down, I was a little bit like, oh my god, this is really tiny, even though it is a tiny house. But it's looking a lot bigger now. I'm super excited to see this thing through. And I think like we're putting down the groundwork right now for the difficult parts, which is like basically laying the land, getting everything ready. I think that they're gonna, just considering how fast they put the hollow block down here, I think that the next part, this next week and week and a half is gonna go by super quick. There's gonna be a lot of progress done really fast. So anyways, there's really not much of an update for Monday. This is all I have to show you guys. We're not doing anything pretty much today. I think some people will come to check the deep well, and I'm gonna buy a shower fixture, but I'll show you guys that a little bit later, as well as a water heater. But anyways, that's it for Monday. Let's see what else we get up to. All right, guys, happy week. We are back with Luis. How you doing?
Hi.
How was your holiday?
It's
Good?
good.
So we've made a lot of progress today. Today is Wednesday. We're back on the lot. Everyone's here. All the workers are here. We're doing a lot of hard work. So you can see we're putting up the next wall right now. And this is something I didn't get to show you guys last week. You put the rebar in with the hollow block, and then you start filling it in with cement. So you have the cement tray over here. You just start loading it in. It's really cool. I'm going to be here on the lot most days this week now because last week I was confused. I thought that we got approved for electricity. We didn't actually get approved yet for electricity, but what we did get is we're tethering electricity from the neighbors. I guess they've arranged some sort of deal with them to pay them for the electricity, or maybe they're just being nice. I don't know. I'm not sure the details on that. But I have brought over all of my skateboards that I've been working for the Chargal board company that I've set up, and I'm going to be tethering some electricity. I brought all of my power tools. I'll show you guys all the power tools I've collected this last year. So now also obviously the workers, if they need power tools, they can use them. But we got every power tool imaginable, maybe besides a jigsaw. I got circular saw, grinders, sanders, planers, face masks so I don't breathe in all the dust. But this is really exciting because it means I can hang out on the lot. I have something to do here while creating the skateboards, and I can see the hands-on progress of what's happening. There hasn't been too much radical change. You can see the wall here is coming up really nicely. We've decided what we're going to do with this is if we end up buying that glass sliding door, we're going to install it here, but we'll just need to expand the doorway a little bit, but cutting the cement hollow block will not be too difficult. And I wanted to show you guys, the other day I mentioned I'm buying a water heater. Let me show you guys this. We got a water heater right here. This is the electric water heater from online. It's a pretty affordable one. It's only about 2,500 pesos, which is around 50 bucks. So these can range between like 9,000 to 10,000 pesos on Chargal. But if you buy it online, it's a lot cheaper. And I had a friend here on the island who was selling hers. It's brand new, she never used it. But it looks in really good condition. It comes with all the parts, the manual. So we're just gonna use this one. 50 bucks. It's pretty good for a water heater. I'm really excited about that. So anyways, I'm gonna begin my day by creating some skateboards. I'm not gonna film too much of that this week because I wanna make a dedicated video. And it's been about maybe 2 months since I've crafted a board. So I'm still a little shaky on it. So I'm gonna make a board today and I'll update you guys at the end of the day. But anyways, I'll be here on the lot to show you guys if anything interesting happens. So I'll show you guys what I'm working on right now. Like a few weeks ago I came here and I showed you guys this big stump of wood that we found that was under the house. So this is what I'm working on. I'm trying to carve out a sink out of this, so I'm thinking that the basin could be from here. This would be the widest point, and then this would be sort of a narrow part that can make a bowl out of this. Alright, now I'm starting with the angle grinder, which is this tool. It's basically a really fast spinning steel blade, and it's usually used for more intense sanding, not really cutting, but I don't really have anything good that I could get the angle around this. And my circular saw is a bit of a scary prospect to use on this because it's really powerful and the angles here are a little messed up. So I'm going to start off with the circular saw and see what happens, or with the angle grinder. Let's see what happens. Alright, so it looks like I'm going to give up on this sink idea. At least for now. I don't know if there's a more efficient way to get through this giant chunk of wood. I think it might just be easier for me to buy a wooden bowl online, like a big one, and then carve a hole in the bottom to make a place for the sink itself. Or honestly, just buy a sink. At this point, I don't really know what the best option is. I knew it would be difficult. I knew it would be hard, but I didn't figure it would be this hard. I also realized, like, going through, I don't know what I'm doing. I have some power tools, but I don't exactly know what I'm doing in regards to creating a sink.
And that's another episode here, building a house in the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, please check out Siargao Tropical Builders, my contracting company, down below in the description. And of course, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications so you don't miss a single episode as we continue constructing this tiny house in the Philippines in Siargao Island. And by the way, guys, now you can become a member here on the Traveling Clat. By joining my channel, you'll unlock awesome loyalty badges next to your name in the comments and during live chats. And also, you can use custom Clat emojis on the comments and live chats. You're gonna get shoutouts monthly on this channel, and it only costs $2.99 a month. It's an amazing way to support the channel, especially during this crazy time. So if you can, I would more than appreciate you joining my community here on the channel. I love you guys long time, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.